Good morning, everybody. Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is the day of my surgery, and so today's Thursday. First of all, I wanted to say thank you so much for the tips. I mean, that's what I love about the YouTube community. I had wired my batteries wrong. People picked up on it right away, and they sent me private emails and messages and told me that I need to wire it differently. And I was out here last night at 10:30, had my daughter holding the flashlights while I rewired it the right way. So I'm going to go in first and show you. So we're going to go in here. It's still, of course it's still too dark. Alright, so I'm going to just use this flashlight. It's still too dark to see, but what I did is I rewired things. So now it is wired the right way that it should be. So the negative to the negative, the positive to the positive. So then it's like, like I said, so now it is in a 12-volt system. So it's not one big 6-volt battery anymore. Alright, so this hasn't really even started kicking on yet. Yeah, actually it says the solar panels are on, but it'll start charging up here as the sun gets up. But it's like 6:30 in the morning, so that's why it's still too dark to really see anything. But I wanted to show you guys that I got this wired the right way now, as you can see, and I appreciate everybody looking out for us. And so I got my negative wires there, and the positive there, the negative over here, and let's see. Yep, see there's a negative. This wire here is a negative, so that travels down over to that negative. This one is the positive, so that's coming over here to this end to the positive. So both of my negatives for the inverter and the charge controller are at one end of the battery, okay, and both of my positive leads are at the other end. So that way it's all set up, and now it's good. So once again, I really appreciate it. Like I said, that's one of the things about YouTube that I love, is having a big community and everybody works together. And if you make a mistake and somebody sees it, man, they're like, hey, whoa, this is a mistake. I'm not an expert. I do not claim to be an expert. I am learning. People have asked me, let me just set this down. People have asked me how much power am I going to produce and what am I going to be able to do with what I have. I have no idea yet. So my old system that I had at my old place, I had a 90-watt system. So right now, like I said, I just have the first two battery or solar panels hooked up. The third one I got to get a part, which I'm going to actually order this morning before I have my surgery, and so that'll be here in a couple days, and I can connect it either over the weekend or it won't be over the weekend, but over the first part of next week. So then I'll be up to 750 watts. So it's a start, and I'll see how it produces, and we'll see how we do with it, and then we'll go from there. Then if we need to add on, obviously then we add on. I mean, there's room right there for the next solar panel. So I do plan on getting them up off the ground before winter. So yes, I do plan on doing that. Like I said, I mean, this is real exciting for me. And when we first got up here, I told you guys in my videos, my priorities were trying to get things as normal for my kids as possible, as fast as possible. So the solar did take longer than I had anticipated, unfortunately, but that's what happens. I mean, everything is not going to go smoothly and perfectly like you would always hope that it would be. There's going to be bumps in the road, and that's kind of, excuse me, what has happened. So basically we got up here, just a quick overview, we got up here, within 4 days we had the cable hooked up. We've been using the generator, and I will continue to use the generator. You hear it running right now. I want to get the batteries charged up before I try to use anything off the batteries. Um, so basically that should be today, but obviously I won't be here today. So, but anyway, so what I want to do is, so anyway, after we got the cable hooked up, then we got the water taken care of. So my priorities coming in, we're getting the water hooked up so we could have water, and getting the solar panels hooked up so we could have power. Those were the two biggest first steps that I wanted to get done. Now they're both done. So I'm really jacked and excited about that. The next focus is going to be getting a building. Um, I'm going to have plenty of time with recovering to figure out what I want to get, where I want to get it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. When I get back home from my surgery, I figure I'll be in bed for a few days anyway, not doing a whole lot of anything. So that time is going to be spent focusing on getting the building and getting that part of it's the next step. Will everything switch around? Sure. The water tank and all that will end up going in the building. The batteries and everything else, they'll go in the building. So that's going to be the game plan as far as that goes. I'm real excited. It's like, I've had a lot of people ask me, why don't you have the power hooked up, from the grid and then, supplement it. I don't want it. I mean, I just sent out, actually today, my last gas and electric bill to RG&E. I'm not going to have another bill. There's not going to be the next bill. So that's what this is all about. This is about freedom. It's about being as independent as possible. And, and like I said, sharing it all with you guys. And I'll show you. I mean, it's like, as we figure out what works and what doesn't work with the solar, I'll let you guys know. I mean, if we're producing enough power. I mean, right now, realistically, we're living in a freaking camper, okay? So, it's a matter of how much power do we really need at this point. So, I don't know if the 750 watts is going to be enough. If it's not, then I'll buy more. I mean, that's the reality of it, So, it's just baby steps. It's a methodical thing. It's a process. We're working out the bugs. But the thing is, for me, the way I look at it, and this is what I explained to my friends and family and anybody else that'll listen, um, I would rather work the bugs out now while things are still normal than afterwards when a worst case scenario happens and now all of a sudden you gotta try to figure it all out then. I want to figure it out now when I don't have to. You know what I mean? And that's the key. I don't have to completely live off grid if I don't want to right now. That's an option. But it's my option, and that's how I choose to do it. But the thing is, working out the bugs now, getting things figured out, what works, what doesn't work, that's exciting to me. Am I going to make mistakes? You betcha. I've said it before. Just like with wiring the batteries wrong. Did that wrong. But you know what? I'm not so arrogant or cocky that I would say, oh, well, I did it on purpose or whatever. No, it was a mistake. And I'll be the first to admit it. And you know what? And I listen. When people say, hey, man, you screwed that up, you got to do it differently, I go, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I'll fix it. And that's exactly what I did. That's how it has to be, guys. We're going to learn from each other. And like I said, I am no expert. I'm just a guy out here, living my dream realistically. I mean, this is my dream. The kids are doing great. I got them registered for school for the fall. They're excited, it's a brand new start for everybody, I have no memories here of anything bad in the past. It's a fresh start. And, I'm excited. So I'm rambling. I'm going to stop this now. But I'm excited, guys. I really, really am. I'm not nervous at all about today's surgery. I'm actually excited about the surgery. I want to get it done. I mean, people ask me, are you nervous? No, not at all. I'm just ready to go. Let me get it done. Let me put it behind me. And that's another thing. Get it done, and then I can move on. I can heal up, and I can really jack and focus on what I got to do here. I mean, I got a lot of wood to cut yet. I have, see how this works out, get a building on site, start insulating, get a wood stove in it. I mean, there's a ton that I got to do before the winter comes. I mean, my next focus, now that the solar is up, my next focus is getting a building on site, getting it insulated, weatherproof, getting a wood stove in it before the snow flies. I can work inside the building all winter long doing stuff as long as we can stay warm and we can be comfortable. That is what's the most important thing to me. My kids, making sure they're happy and healthy, and that's what I'm doing, guys. I mean, like I said, this whole thing is a process, and I knew it would be, and I knew that it would be difficulties, and there have been. I mean, there's no doubt. But you know what? We're free. I mean, it's like, it's so exciting. I can't even begin to tell you. But anyway, rambling again. All right, listen. Thank you all so much for the well wishes and the prayers. I really, truly appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me. I know a lot of times I'm repetitive with thank you. I appreciate it, because I don't know what else to say. I mean, because I really, truly am appreciative of all your thoughts and your prayers for me for this surgery. It means a lot, and like I said, I'm going to get through this. We're going to get it done. Cancer's going to be gone, and we're going to be able to move on, and I'm going to have 35, 40 years up here to really make this place awesome. I want to have animals. We'll probably work on that in the spring, having some chickens and having some goats. That's all more research that has to be done. But, like I say, first one step at a time. And I'm trying to really do this as methodically as possible and do it right, and not do it, like I've said before, I'm not going to do these things half-assed. This wire is going to get buried. It's going to get taken care of. It may have to wait till I'm recovered. I mean, I can't be out here with a pickaxe digging a line to put everything in until I am healed up. So, but now the plastic conduit that it's going to, the conduit that it's going to go in, that can be bought and done, soon. So, but anyway, I digress. Listen, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the support. It means a lot. It really does. It means a lot to the kids too. Of course, Eddie's already in on the computer. I woke up at 5:30 today. And I wanted to do one more quick video here before this surgery. And I will not be doing videos probably for at least a couple days. But as soon as I can, I'll be having a video. I'll give you guys an update, let you know how I'm doing. All right. I really, really appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me. It really does. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now. See you after.